A&W tonight. Hope everybody's having a good night. Tonight, I went and stopped at A&W. Yes, we still have A&W original restaurant. It's literally right down the street from my house. I could probably walk there in 5-10 minutes, right? So I know it's backwards. Don't come at me. A&W All American Food. So they have I got the double spicy Papa Burger. And then I got a side of the extra, or a side of the spicy Papa sauce that's featured on the burger. Now it's been a long, long time since I've had this, and of course I don't remember it being spicy, so I'm not expecting it to be. But I thought it'd be a fun little review, something nostalgic. And I never really tried the sauce though on its own like this. So I'm interested. I've had it on the burger and I don't remember it being anything special, but here's what we have. 2 juicy beef patties, American cheese, lettuce, tomato, and onion on a toasted bun. But this bad boy brings the heat with jalapeno slices and our kicked up spicy Papa sauce. Spicy Papa sauce. Let's see what we got. Oh, this burger just by itself, they didn't charge me for the extra sauce. $7.99 with tax $8.65. Not terrible. It's a decent sized burger. So you can see, some bits and pieces in there. It's not doing it justice. That's better, more actually the color than that. It is kind of an orange, reddish color. I can see chunks of what appears to be like red pepper flakes. And then there's something else over here. A bigger flake. Like a green color. So who knows? Again, that's what it looks like. It's creamy. Consistency more of like a ranch than a thin sauce. Let's try this real quick. Yeah, it reminds me of the sauce that Arctic Circle used to have. Do you guys remember an Arctic Circle? That was one of my favorite restaurants as a kid. Yeah, there's some texture to this sauce. It's also very similar. I just reviewed McDonald's new McCrispy strip dip sauce or whatever. This is very similar to that, but this is night and day better. I really didn't like that sauce. This actually has a little bit of a little bite there to it, but it's very minute, very small. The flavor on this is actually really quite nice. It's a good burger sauce. Yeah, it's not bad. Not a huge spice factor there. But let's get into the burger and see how it's treating us tonight. I was craving a burger, and so do y'all remember A&W? I should have got a root beer float, but I haven't had one of those in a while. My mom and dad, they used to make Coke floats with Coca-Cola. Same deal. Just, yeah. So I don't see any jalapenos on this, so they kind of fucked me there. But there's a shit ton of that sauce. Yeah, there's no jalapenos on this, so they really screwed the pooch on that one. So that's a bummer. That's a big time bummer. I should have known they were going to fuck it up because they were super slow. There was one car in front of me, and it took forever. And this is all I got, right? They handed that gentleman a fairly small bag, so I don't know what the deal was, but anyway, it's a decent sized burger. It looks good. It looks fresh. I like the shredded cheese on a burger, but no jalapenos. That was the thing I was really looking forward to, but let's try it. cheese and lettuce, really good. Burger's juicy. It's moist. It's got a lot of that sauce on there. Nice crisp from the onion. I could go grab a Serrano or habanero out of the fridge, you know, and put it on there. But I had a feeling that the jalapeno slices was what was going to give this any kind of spice, if it was going to have any. And I think I was right with that, because just with the sauce, it's not really spicy at all to me. There's a zestiness to it. There's a brightness to it, but I screwed the pooch on this one. And again, when you're in the drive-thru like that, it's not like you can, I don't know, just unfold the burger out of it and make sure, you know, it's just, you got to just hope that they give you what you're supposed to get. The messy burger. The thing I am liking about it is that you don't need to add any extra sauce to it. Not in this case. For me, just adding more of that sauce isn't going to spice it up, because there's just no spice to it. But if it wasn't enough sauce, like I've reviewed some products, there's just not enough of the sauce on it. You need to add it to not only try to build the spice and the heat, but to just make it edible and give it some kind of, you know, liquidity and some texture and just, you know, something so it's not so dry. This doesn't need it. There's plenty of that sauce on this thing. There's cheese in between the two patties as well, which really helps to give it a nice creaminess. You get to taste that cheese. The cheese is really, really apparent. The onions there with a nice bite. The lettuce tastes fresh. The burgers are cooked well. They're juicy. It's not a bad sandwich, but I think when I got this the last time, which again was years ago, but I think they forgot the jalapenos then too, because I remember when I looked this up, when I was like, well, let's hit A&W because right by the house. I just got off work. It's 9 o'clock right now. I wanted something quick. I was craving a burger. It's really the only burger spot next to my house, you know, fairly close. And I'd already passed everything else. So I said, A&W will be good. And I remembered they had the spicy Papa burger. So I was like, well, we could do a review on it. It'd be fun. But when I looked it up, before entering the drive-thru, I was surprised that it said jalapeno peppers on there. So I think they just forget all the time, because I don't remember it having that on there, but which makes sense. It probably didn't, because they forgot. But I think this burger would be so much better with jalapenos on it, though. And I think that the jalapeno peppers would pair with this sauce and play off of each other pretty well. I think it would have shown some spice to it, but the way that it is here, it's not. I think it needed those, peppers. It's a tasty burger, though. It's a messy one. I told you. Sorry. The American cheese just works so well on this burger. And the lettuce, it's a nostalgia thing. In fact, I bought some Kraft single American cheese slices not too long ago, and I haven't bought those in years. And I bought a pack of those, like a 24 slice, whatever, 16 or something, whatever, because I was making smash burgers, and I just thought that cheese was how they're typically made, and it tasted great, and they're phenomenal. And I ate those sliced cheeses like I remember doing as a youngster in an early teen, just straight out of the wrapper and just eating cheese with crackers. That was the cheese that we had at my house. But I haven't bought it or eaten it in years. But it's I don't know, I kind of like it. I think it's American cheese. I mean, I like all cheese, but be prepared. She's messy if you get it, but it is tasty. Well, let me try and clean up for a sec, and then we'll recap it and get out of here. Yeah, they really messed up without the jalapenos. It drastically needed it for the spice factor. For the flavor and everything else going on in the burger, it didn't need them. You know what I'm saying? But if you're going to call something spicy, this is one of those items that's just really missing the mark. It's not spicy. But I think if you had a good amount of some jalapenos on there, again, like I said, I think it would have paired really well with this sauce, because there are flakes of pepper and different things in this. This does have a nice little zestiness to it. I wouldn't necessarily call it a full spice or hot or warm, but it worked really well. It's just a really good burger sauce, in my opinion. Not so much spicy sauce, It's borderline a ranch style sauce, but it's not. It doesn't taste like ranch necessarily. But yeah, good burger, cooked well. The American cheese hits, on different levels. The lettuce was good. The tomato gets kind of lost in it. The pickle's there. The pickle gave a good crunch with the onion. So it's a well done burger. It's a little overpriced, but that's everything in today's world that we live in. So based on today's pricing and things, $8, still a little high, I think. I'm still a little hungry, I'll be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get fries or anything else, because that is all I'm going to eat. I didn't want to eat too heavy, but I'm not fully full, I've had bigger double cheeseburgers than that, and that's all right. So anyways, I love you all. Thank you guys for burning with me. A&W, they missed the mark here because it didn't have everything it was supposed to have. And for somebody like me who's reviewing for the spice factor more than anything else, they messed up. We'll see you later.